Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday stream. Every Tuesday we come out here so for all the cool new books and merch that we got in. So starting this off, we have Black Panther, the 60th anniversary. This one shot. If you guys have Black Panther or Black Panther Intergalactic, Empire on your pull list, it isn't there for you. This is an in-canon story set between the Black Panther book, Black Panther run beforehand, and the Intergalactic book. So yeah, this is definitely really cool. It kind of goes over key moments or key parts of Black Panther's history. It's super easy read. It goes starting off like late 2000s till now. Key moments through the eyes of Cole, who was filling in for Black Panther during that 2000s era, and his mystery that is tied to Black Panther now. It's really cool. I like it a lot, and this is a cool way for people to get to know Black Panther, because it jumps between like Cole's investigation of Black Panther and people he's known and what they think about Black Panther. It's really cool. I like a lot the X-Men are in it, which is really cool. But yeah, you should definitely grab this book if you want to get to know more about Black Panther. If you watch the movies, if you kind of like, oh hey, I want to read a Black Panther book, but the intergalactic stuff's kind of out there for me. Really cool, down to earth Black Panther story. Next up is Deadly Hands of Kunlun, spinning out of the Undead Iron Fist book. So if you have Undead Iron Fist on your pull list last time, this isn't there for you, so don't worry. The seven cities of Heaven have come on attack by Chow, who is Swordmaster / Iron Fist brother, not Danny Rand Iron Fist, Lin Lee Iron Fist, and because of that, there are now new Guardians that are stepping up. I've kind of pieced together what might be a thing at the end. But this is a martial arts, like, cool, like, great martial artists from across the Marvel Universe I've gotten together. So you have White Fox, Iron Fist, both Iron Fist, Pei and Lin Lee, Karnak, Elektra, Danny Rand, all, and plus Lee, the Iron Fist. The seven of them are all getting together to stop his brother from uprising, to fight an army of undead Iron Fist. It's really cool. It's really cool way. I like this because I like the Spirits of Violence concept, where they were like, hey, let's take all the Ghost Riders and put them together in a miniseries. This is like, let's take a bunch of cool martial artists and put them together in a miniseries. Really great. This will probably set up the next story of the legacy of Iron Fist going forward. If you didn't read the Undead Iron Fist, don't worry. It's super easy. You kind of really don't need that to read it, but it's the next part of the story. So if you read that, it's in there for you. If you didn't, you can jump on this. If you want a cool martial arts story, it's fantastic. I definitely recommend picking this book up. Next up is Death Fight Forever from Image Comics, and this book is insane. Parody after a video game and a lot of cheesy 1980s like action movie tropes. There's a parody of G.I. Joe in there. There's a parody of the martial arts films from that era, all wrapped up in like a Street Fighter type of like setup. It's really cool and it's fun. It's out of this world insane. Actually, there's a bigger book that's actually way more out of touch with reality when we get to it later on. But really cool book. If you like things like Double Dragons and like G.I. Joe, or like those like 1990s fighting arcade games that had a cool story, this is that story. Those stories from those video games played out. Really fun. Art is like weird and twisted, but it fits it so well. It hits that weird cheesy part of like, oh, this is a video game story in comic book form. It's really cool. I definitely recommend it if you want like a cool punchy-kicky fighting book. Next up is End of Life from DC Comics / Vertigo. One of the next books, a part of the Vertigo line of books. End of Life takes a hitman who has, unbeknownst to him, betrayed his kind of secret society he's part of, and now he's on the run from them. That's kind of the basic premise. The rest of it is, that guy's a complete D-bag. I do not like him. And you're not supposed to. You're supposed to be like, why would anyone care about this complete a-hole? Because he's supposed to be like he's supposed to be a bad protagonist. Like, he's not a good protagonist. You're like, he's self-centered, he's arrogant, he's a douche. Like, you do not like him. And that's what's so cool about reading this book, is like, you're like, I kind of want to see, because he's so good at being a hitman and a fighter, you're like, you want to see him get rocked at some point in this book. but it's such a cool concept. I know there's a big part, there's a mystery part that's also tied to this book about why he was on that mission, why he's part of the menagerie, and then, like, and why he's gone back home, and there's a big reveal that someone is hunting him down, and the person who's hunting him down is tied to another big part of his hometown. But it's really cool to see all this play out and the mysteries as they unravel through the issue. But this book is off the chain. You should definitely grab this book. I cannot recommend this book enough. Next one was crazy nonsense. We have Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre from Mad Cave Studios. Remember when I said the fight, Death Fight Forever was insane? This is this on drugs. I cannot explain this book well without spoiling some of it. So it's all kind of told through a parody of those 1970s and 80s PSAs about anti-drugs. So it's about, like, all the guys are all, like, American heroes, and, like, it's crazy over the top stuff. And there's a drug called Coke 45, which turns you to, like, which is funny because Coke 45 is supposed to be the thing. Oh. But it's Coke 45, which turns you into a communist, and it's hilarious. And again, this is like a parody of all those, like, PSAs and that hyper, like, over the top, over exaggerated, like, action movies, and, like, oh man, this is a must buy book so you can experience what I have experienced. Now, I definitely say this does sound like a drug dealer thing. Like,
well,
given the context for that book, absolutely. You should definitely buy this book. This book is wild. You should definitely buy this book. It is funny, and I like this. There's parts of the book where the hippos talk to each other. It's funny. It's funny. I'm looking awkward, to be honest, behind the camera. It's hilarious that there are moments when the hippos talk and I just start laughing. This book is unhinged. All set in Florida. Duh, that's why it's called Florida. Oh my god. It's so good. It's so funny to read. Pick it up. Next up is Generation X-23. This part from Marvel Comics is part of the X-Men Shadows of Tomorrow storyline. Laura and her sister Gabby, in a rough kind of open, they've gotten back together after Laura Kinney Wolverine. By the way, if you had Laura Kinney Wolverine on your pull list, it is on your pull list, so don't worry. She and Gabby are kind of out doing superhero stuff. Now they've gotten their family back together, and they are drawn into a new Weapon X program, which I will be talking about later on again this week. Today, they find out a cool mystery that has been going on behind the scenes of her life, and there's one character, Kincaid, which is a tie back to her NYX days. This girl randomly shows up and she has the same powers but to a bigger scale, and Laura kind of wants to find out why. And it's a cool kind of like deep dive into who and Laura is now going forward. This might set up Laura with a new code name because the fact that it's called Generation X-23 and not called Wolverine or X-23, because those are both code names she has gone by. I really want to see where this goes for Laura. Art's fantastic, story's cool. Laura being a savage is always the best. I love it. I like Gabby because she's an even more feral child. She's a Damien of the Marvel Universe but she's cool. Like, she's not doing it because she's like braggadocious. She is just says what she says, and she's like, all right, this is what it is. I love it. Really cool. You should definitely pick this up if you want to get to know a little bit more about Laura. This is a great jumping on point for her. If you are just continuing more X-Men stuff, this is a great grab to add to your X-Men collection. Next up is It's Jeff Meets Daredevil from Marvel Comics. They're cute.
Yes.
So this is a collection of the It's Jeff series from the Marvel Unlimited. This is just the next collection of Jeff mini-stories, all collected in this comic book. It's cool. It's Jeff Meets Daredevil. It's Jeff being... I read these with my daughter. I know Jeff meeting Daredevil is the opener, and then there's a couple other ones where like he's a businessman. It's cute little Jeff stories. These are great for kids if you want, especially now like they're off for the week. There's a cool way for them to read something if they're really younger, to get into comics and not worry about content. And like, oh, it's a little talking shark, and these are cool little characters that they may know from like Iron Man and his amazing friends, and Spidey and his amazing friends, and Iron Man and his awesome friends, and stuff like that, or they've seen movies and stuff like that. This is a really cool book to get them into comic books. Next up is Megaman X #1 from Udon. This continues from the Megaman X Timelines one-shot and the Megaman X #0 from Udon. This is a retelling. This is going to be a cool and more in-depth retelling of the Megaman X1 video game. So if you're a fan of Mega Man, this is a great grab. If you just like the Mega Man franchise but didn't play the X1's game, you can just grab these. These are great books to get as an additional side piece to those games and added material to those games. You don't need to play those games if you haven't played those games yet. Mega Man is a fighting robot. This is set in the year 21XX. Just so you guys know, for fictional purposes, 21XX or anything with XX or 3 X's at the end is just a empty space number, so the writers don't have to say a hard date for time for years. But it's really cool. So Mega Man is a fighting robot created by Dr. Light to be the ultimate peacekeeping weapon in the future, but he is also the set key for next evolutions for humans and robotics. It's really cool. I love the franchise a lot. I love Mega Man X and Mega Man 0, and these all tied together. Definitely grab this if you're a fan of Mega Man. If you just want a cool sci-fi book with a lot of action, lots of explosions, and a really cool kind of like moral dilemma. X and 0 are hunters. What their job is, they hunt robots who've gone rogue in human society called Mavericks, and they are being kind of betrayed against an old ally called Sigma. It's really cool. Definitely grab this book. If you need or want more, definitely ask. I will walk you through the Mega Man stuff. It's fantastic. Next up is Muppets Noir from Dynamite Comics. This book is funny. Guys, if you don't know what Muppets are, it's the Muppets. The reason why it's called Noir, it's a parody of all the cool like noir detective stories. Kermit has been knocked out by a brick and wakes up in this cool, fanciful noir world, and he is trying to figure out the mystery of this missing niece of this big, cool, like this big, fancy, rich pie empire, and it's all the tropes of a noir detective story, with it also being the Muppets. So there are like, there's a pie scene, which would be like a normal like gunfire fight scene. There's the damsel that comes into this office scene. It's so funny. Also, you don't get to see their legs until they become noir stuff, which is funny. I was like, why can't you see their legs? I'm like, oh yeah, the puppets in real life. That's why. Really cool. It's just a funny, cool thing they added. That made me laugh. I like those little like cool little art direction things they put in this book. Really great. If you're a fan of Muppets, you definitely have to grab this book. Next up is Smile for the Camera from IDW, and specifically IDW Dark. Smile for the Camera is it's set in the universe of the Smile movie franchise. If you guys don't know, the Smile movie franchise is about a demon that can jump from body to body. If the person smiles at you at the moment they die, that's when the demon pops. The Smile demon goes to the next person, and the cycle goes forever. This is just about one of those cases. This is actually set in New York with a bunch of fashion models who are going out around the world, which will now bring around the world as they struggle with the Smile demon coming after them, which they don't know is happening yet, which is really cool. Really cool. It's a horror movie put to actual page, so it does read like a movie. A lot of the opening acts are very slow, and we're going to move into the rest of it as the book goes on. If you like horror, if you like body horror, if you like suspense horror, this is a great book to pick up. Next up is White Sky from Image Comics. There's a big part of this book I do not want to spoil, which is the crux. I mean, what actually is the cause of all this? 5 years ago, the sky goes white, and this is a survival story about a father and daughter in this new kind of apocalyptic wasteland. Violet and her dad travel across to they're trying to get to like this San Francisco like the San Francisco safe haven. But like all tragic stories, something happens, and when that big thing happens, it turns with the story, because you don't know at that moment what White Sky is about. When you read it, you think it's just a father-daughter story, a survival story, which is cool on its own in a post-apocalypse. But why? And you don't even know why. Like the hints that you get are crazy about what really happened, what caused this, and what kind of world they're living in. I like this style of storytelling a lot. I think the art is fantastic. I think the style of storytelling hits so hard in this story in particular, when you're like, wait, what is this big scene? And you're like, wow, I can't believe this is what is actually causing it. Fantastic. You should definitely grab this book. And finally, for singles, we have Wolverine Weapons of Armageddon. If you have Wolverine on your pull list, it is in there for you. Wolverine Weapons of Armageddon is the setup for the new Avengers Armageddon book coming up. Written by Chip Zdarsky, who's also writing the other Prelude book, which is Captain America. Wolverine is thrust back into Weapon X after someone discovers the origin boxes, which will be tied into the Ultimate Reborn Impact miniseries. These will all tie together for the upcoming Avengers Armageddon book, but Wolverine is one of many boxes are out there, and Weapon X gets a hold of them and to create a new Weapon X doesn't even get out. It's a new company that exists that is doing that. So really cool. It's a Wolverine story. I do not want to get into a lot of it because you will need to read the next book we're talking about to know a little bit about it. It's really cool. If you are a fan of Wolverine, is Wolverine doing what it does best? And he sits down and trying to destroy Weapon X and kind of weird copies of himself. So it's really cool. And next up for starting off our trades is Ultimate Spider-Man Ultimate Incursion. This is the prelude to Armageddon and a prelude to the Ultimate Endgame. Miles Morales is thrown back into the reborn Ultimate Universe, and he is on the task to find his sister. So he's going across the entire world to find Billy and what the Illuminati and the Cabal want with Billy, his sister, and what it sets up going forward, which is the origin box story, which we'll see in Ultimate Universe, Impact, Reborn, and in Avengers Armageddon going forward. You need this book to tail end the Ultimate Universe and start off whatever will be happening for Avengers Armageddon. I can't wait to see what that's all about. I will share that stuff with you guys as time goes on. Really cool. Definitely got this book. Next up for trades, we have, I'll just do these in order. We have Doom Academy, which is a spinning out of One World on the Doom. During One World on the Doom, because he's so supreme, takes over Strange Academy and the tutelage of the next generations of sorcerers. And what does that mean for those kids? And what does that set up for the future of Marvel Magic? And Thunderbolts, Doomstrike pits a new set of Thunderbolts against the old Thunderbolts, as Bucky and Black Widow have made it their personal war to go against Doom and bring him down from the inside out. Really cool books. These are both great add-ons to One World on Doom. The trade came out last week, so if you want the entire collection, they're slowly coming out. Next up is Emma Frost, the White Queen from Marvel Comics. This is also set in the past. It's one of those books that are set in the past, like Venom Lethal Protector, Ben Reilly Spider-Man, Wolverine Kitty Pryde, Wolverine Magic Four Knights. Well, Emma Frost, White Queen, sets up her standing as a White Queen during her early days at the Hellfire Club, and kind of fits in stuff that we've learned about as time has gone on, kind of condensing her history, so you guys know like bigger bits and pieces about her as time has gone on. It's really cool. If you want to know more about Emma, it's a great little mini-series to pick up. These are actually not new, but I just want to highlight them. We have new stock of Batman, Absolute Batman Volume 1 in stock now, and we have more stock of Absolute Wonder Woman Volume 1 in stock also. These are great. If you guys don't know, the Absolute Universe is DC's version of the Ultimate. Characters are reborn, remade, changed from the ground up, told in very different styles. Batman is super hyper violent. Wonder Woman filled with body horror and monsters. Wonder Woman is also filled with monsters, but of more of a mythical, magical variety, mostly dealing with Greek mythology. This book is fantastic. These books are fantastic. You should definitely grab those. And finally, we have Transformers Book 1, the Deluxe Edition. The Engine Universe is huge. There's a new TV program coming out from it. Transformers has been redone from the ground up with Joshua Williamson, tying to G.I. Joe, Void Rivals, Transformers, maybe a fourth book I cannot mention yet. I will know. The public will know come Free Comic Book Day. But yeah, really cool stuff about to happen. Yeah, guys, if you like Transformers, this is a great book to pick up. Also, the Deluxe editions are a great way to pick up books that are a little bit bigger. You can see more of the art. Just like little cool ways to read Transformers. And guys, that's it. You can check out our website, androidscomics.com. We're putting books on there all the time. Go to our socials. Facebook, Androids Amazing Comics on Facebook. Instagram, X, Androids Comics, and Androids_Comics. Our YouTube page, Androids Amazing Comics on YouTube, where you can watch these episodes. And guys, you check us out back here next Tuesday around the same time. See you then. Bye.